Welcome to Victoria's Inner Harbour, a bustling hub of activity that's surrounded by iconic buildings and attractions that are sure to take your breath away. On the south side of the harbour, you'll find the stunning British Columbia Legislature buildings. This historic landmark is a sight to behold, especially when it's illuminated at night, creating a breathtaking backdrop for the harbour. The Empress Hotel is another iconic landmark that overlooks the Inner Harbour. This luxurious hotel is a must-see destination for anyone visiting Victoria, with its stunning architecture and world-class amenities. It's also an excellent spot to enjoy high tea, enjoy a gourmet meal, or shop in the boutique stores. Be sure to have a wander around the Empress Hotel property and have a visit with the resident marmot, Roger. Roger the marmot lives in the rock garden at the corner of Humboldt and Government Street. The Empress Hotel holds an incredible amount of memories for me personally. My parents met at the Empress Hotel when they worked there as teenagers. My mom was an elevator operator and my dad started as a houseman. My dad started his career at the Empress Hotel in 1961 and took a brief hiatus from the hotel for a few years after I was born in 1968. Dad returned to the hotel, saw it through a couple of renovations, and retired at the age of 65 after a 3-decade career. My dad still misses the ivy that adorned the hotel's exterior for many years, and more than anything he misses the scrumptious food he ate every day of his career while he worked there. I have personally been fortunate to stay at this magnificent hotel, eat the always incredible food, and enjoy a beverage overlooking the harbour. The Empress Hotel is a stop every night on the Ghostly Walks tour. The Inner Harbour is a hub of marine activity with boats, ferries, and seaplanes constantly coming and going. Visitors can take a harbour ferry tour or rent a kayak to explore the waterways and see the city from a different perspective. It's a lively and dynamic area that's always bustling with activity. At the harbour's edge, visitors can stroll along the seawalk and take in views of the marina, float planes taking off and landing, and street performers entertaining passerby. It's a lively and entertaining atmosphere that captures the essence of Victoria's charm and beauty. The Inner Harbour is also home to an abundance of shops, restaurants, and attractions that are sure to please visitors of all ages. Whether you're looking to sample delicious cuisine, explore a local boutique, or learn about the city's history and culture, there's something for everyone here. If you aren't sure what you want to see or do, the Visitor Centre can help you with any information you may need to know about Victoria and the surrounding areas. Throughout the year, the Inner Harbour hosts a variety of events including music concerts, a world-class buskers festival, and amazing street performers. Make sure to visit the Lower Causeway and see the exceptional First Nations Art for Sale, which is located in the front of the beautiful Welcome to Victoria Flower Garden. Victoria's Inner Harbour is a must-see destination for anyone visiting the city, with its stunning views, historic landmarks, and abundance of activities and attractions. It's a place that captures the essence of Victoria's charm and beauty. As a lifelong resident of this spectacular city, I have always referred to the Inner Harbour as the inner heartbeat. Take my advice and come on down and see the breathtaking inner heartbeat for yourself. Welcome to the grounds of the British Columbia Legislature, a symbol of our province's history and democracy. This beautiful building, designed by Francis Rattenbury, was completed in 1898 and covers 12.5 acres of land and is a popular destination for tourists and locals alike. As I look around, I can see the stunning statue of Queen Victoria at the center of the grounds, surrounded by meticulously maintained gardens and the magnificent sequoia tree that towers over 100 feet tall. It's incredible to think that the statue has been here since 1921, overlooking the city of Victoria at the Inner Harbour. The Knowledge Totem Pole was erected in 1994 to welcome visitors and participants to the Commonwealth Games that took place in Victoria in that same year. The totem pole was carved by Coast Salish artist Cicero August and refers to the oral traditions of the Aboriginal people of the Northwest Coast. The center fountain, at the entrance to the legislative buildings, was manufactured in New York by Joseph Fisk in 1905 and is one of the most photograph fountains in all of Victoria. The grounds of the Legislature is home to many memorials and monuments dedicated to the great people that sacrificed their lives serving the people of this amazing province of British Columbia. The cenotaph at the Legislature is one of the many places that Remembrance Day ceremonies are observed every year on November 11th, and where I participate in observing Remembrance Day celebrations. The Premier's Rose Garden was constructed in 1935 and 6 and was designed by Henry Whitaker. It is a great place to sit, be quiet, listen to the sounds around, and reflect on how beautiful this amazing Legislature grounds are. I am incredibly fortunate to call this my backyard. The Speaker's Chair was erected in 2013 to reflect and commemorate the role of the Speaker along with Deputy Speakers and Assistant Deputy Speakers that have served such an important role in parliamentary democracy. The multitude of cultural events taking place on the grounds of the Legislature reflects the diverse array of offerings that a multicultural country like Canada has to offer. Northwest Deuce Days is an old car event that happens in Victoria every 3 years. This past summer of 2022, Victoria welcomed 500 Deuce Coupes and 1,000 other classic cars along with countless thousands of visitors to our garden city. The hundreds of classic cars and hot rods are parked meticulously around the Legislature and surrounding side streets for an all-day viewing event. I have personally been a participant on multiple occasions of Northwest Deuce Days. Northwest Deuce Days is the first video I uploaded to my channel. Find the link in the description to watch what to this day has been my most successful YouTube video and one that I am so incredibly proud of. My personal photo and video collection contains several hundred images of the Legislature over the years. I have photos of the Legislature blanketed in snow, the center fountain frozen solid, or a spectacular rainbow gracing the foreground. The Ledge, as I call it, is a 10-minute walk from my home. I am fortunate to look at this magnificent property and building almost every day as I take my own daily walks around this incredible city. As we approach the front entrance, 2 imposing stone lions stand guard. They were gifted to us by Great Britain and have been watching over the building since 1910. Entering the building, I am struck by the grand marble staircase leading up to the rotunda. The rotunda is an impressive space that stretches all the way to the dome. The intricate murals depicting the history and natural beauty of our province are simply breathtaking. Now let's head over to the legislative chambers. They are designed in a horseshoe shape and divided into government and opposition sides. This is where members of the Legislative Assembly debate and pass laws that shape our province's future. The Speaker of the House presides over the proceedings from the front of the room at the Speaker's chair. In conclusion, the British Columbia Legislature is a must-see destination in Victoria. The building's significance and history are truly remarkable. I highly recommend stopping by and taking a tour for yourself. Thanks for watching. Join me on a breathtaking seaside walk from the Johnson Street Bridge to West Bay Marina along the Songhees Walkway, where we'll experience the vibrant energy of Victoria's lively harbour. As we make our way along the picturesque waterfront, we'll be surrounded by sounds of ships, boats, and float planes coming and going. The bustling harbour provides a lively contrast to the peacefulness of the ocean, adding an exciting energy to our walk. We'll witness the impressive sight of massive cargo ships anchored offshore and the occasional cruise ship docked at the Breakwater District. Elegant sailboats and sleek yachts pass by, along with float planes taking off and landing on the water's surface. The waterfront is a hub of activity, with boaters heading out for a day of fishing, whale watching boats heading out to see the local resident orca whales and the local marine wildlife. You can also witness kayakers exploring the coastline and tourists taking in the sights and sounds of the harbour from one of the many harbour ferries. Throughout our journey, we'll be treated to panoramic views of the Olympic Mountains, adding to the spectacular beauty of this experience. We'll also pass by historic landmarks like the Laurel Point Inn and the Delta Ocean Point Resort, giving us a glimpse into the city's rich history and culture. Be sure to look and listen along the shoreline. You just might catch a glimpse of the local waterfowl, a seal looking for an easy handout, or the otters feasting on crab or mussels. The Seaside walk from the Johnson Street Bridge to West Bay Marina along the Songhees Walkway is an experience that will leave you in awe of the natural beauty and rich culture of Victoria's waterfront. So come along and let's explore the lively harbour and stunning waterfront together. The walk from end to end can range anywhere from an hour up to 2 hours depending on your walking speed. It is approximately 3.5 kilometers each way. Enjoy this spectacular walk. Located in the heart of the city, Beacon Hill Park is a 200-acre park that offers a wide range of activities and attractions for visitors of all ages. Let's take a closer look at what the park has to offer. The park is home to stunning gardens that are meticulously maintained throughout the year. You can stroll through the Rose Garden, the Mediterranean Garden, or the Japanese Garden, taking in the beautiful flowers and scenery. For families with young children, the park also features a petting zoo, which is my personal favorite part of the park. There's also a water park and a fantastic playground. Kids can feed the ducks, watch the peacocks roam freely, and climb on the play structures. For those looking for a more active adventure, there are several sports fields, tennis courts, a cricket pitch is available, and there are newly added pickleball courts. One of the most unique attractions in Beacon Hill Park is the Mile Zero marker, which is the start of the Trans-Canada Highway, and just beside it you'll find the Terry Fox Memorial, which pays tribute to the Canadian hero who lost his leg to cancer and ran across Canada to raise funds for cancer research. The memorial is a powerful reminder of Terry's legacy and the importance of his mission. At the top of the park you'll find the Lekwungen marker, which is a beautiful tribute to the Indigenous people who have lived in the area for thousands of years. It's a great spot to take in the stunning panoramic views of the city, the ocean, and the Olympic Mountains in Washington State. Another fascinating attraction in Beacon Hill Park is the Story Pole. This impressive totem pole was carved by local First Nations artists in 1956 and tells the story of the Coast Salish people who lived here in the area for generations. The pole stands over 100 feet tall and features intricate carvings that are sure to leave you in awe. Throughout the year, the park is also home to many cultural events including concerts and festivals. Overall, Beacon Hill Park is a must-visit destination in Victoria, BC. Whether you want to take a leisurely stroll, enjoy a picnic, or partake in some outdoor activities, this park has something for everyone. Welcome to Chinatown, the oldest Chinatown in Canada, located in the beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, and was established in 1858 during the Fraser Gold Rush. Chinatown has a rich history of Chinese immigration and settlement in Canada. Despite facing discrimination and segregation, Chinese immigrants persevered and built a thriving community with their own businesses, temples, and schools. Be sure to take a slow saunter through Fan-Tan Alley. It is Canada's narrowest street and home of the newly opened Chinese Canadian Museum, which celebrates the history and contributions of Chinese Canadians. The museum tells the story of Chinese Canadians from their early beginnings in Canada to present day. The museum has exhibits with many stories and artifacts to the building of the Canadian Pacific Railway and the contributions of Chinese Canadians to Canadian society. The museum also features interactive exhibits and a virtual reality experience that takes visitors on a journey through Chinatown's past. I have posted a YouTube story showcasing the Chinese Canadian Museum. The link is posted in the description. Fan-Tan Alley is a narrow alley with some of Victoria's oldest history, and if the alley could talk, the alley would tell many stories of its past. Fan-Tan Alley today has some of the most unique shops Victoria has to offer. Fan-Tan Alley is one of Victoria's most haunted places in the city. And while you're here, be sure to visit Dragon Alley, a hidden gem that's easy to miss but worth seeking out. Dragon Alley is a narrow, colorful alley filled with shops, galleries, and murals that pay tribute to the Chinese mythology and culture. I had a beautiful walk through Dragon Alley after a beautiful snowfall this past winter. Dragon Alley is a unique and charming destination that's a little off the beaten path. You'll find handmade crafts, jewelry, and artwork that you won't find anywhere else. So whether you're exploring the museum, enjoying the food and festivities, or browsing the shops and galleries of Dragon Alley, there's no shortage of things to see in Chinatown. Chinatown is a vibrant community that celebrates Chinese culture and heritage. From the annual Chinese New Year celebration to the many restaurants that serve the authentic Chinese cuisine, there is always something to see and do in Chinatown. If you're a history buff or a foodie, Chinatown has something for everyone. So come visit the oldest Chinatown in Canada and experience the rich culture and history of Chinese Canadians. Welcome to the Breakwater District at Ogden Point. The Breakwater District is a scenic area located approximately a half-hour walk from the Inner Harbour of Victoria, BC. If you arrive at Victoria by cruise ship, you have docked right next to the breakwater. The area is known for its stunning views of the ocean and the surrounding mountains and the iconic breakwater itself. One of the most recognizable features of the area is the historic lighthouse that stands at the end of the breakwater. The lighthouse at the Breakwater District was built in 1916 and has been a guiding light for mariners navigating the Strait of Juan de Fuca for over a century. The lighthouse stands 14 meters tall and is made of concrete. Its unique design features a square tower with a tapered top, which sets it apart from the more traditional round tower lighthouses found in other parts of the world. Many a fish have been caught from the lower level of this amazing structure and is a favorite spot for divers to view the crystal clear ocean water. Visitors to the Breakwater District can take a stroll along the breakwater to get a closer look at the lighthouse and the surrounding scenery. The walk out to the lighthouse is approximately 800 meters long and provides breathtaking views of the ocean, the harbor, and the city of Victoria. Also, if you have good balance and steady feet, the lower level of the breakwater provides a stunning, more challenging walk to the lighthouse. The end of the breakwater has always been a favorite spot of mine to watch the sunset. The area around the Breakwater District is also home to a variety of wildlife, including seals, sea lions, and a variety of seabirds. During the summer months, visitors can take whale watching tours from the nearby harbor, which provides a chance to see orcas, humpback whales, and other marine life in their natural habitat. In addition to its natural beauty, the Breakwater District is also a hub of activity with cruise ships and cargo vessels docking at the nearby Victoria Cruise Terminal. The terminal provides a gateway for visitors to explore the city of Victoria, and it's also home to a few of the Pacific pilot boats. The pilot boat takes the pilot or picks the pilot up from the ships that navigate the fragile waters off the Victoria Harbour and assures their safe passage into or out of the coastal waters. Overall, the Breakwater District and the lighthouse offer a unique blend of natural beauty, maritime history, and modern activity. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or just looking for a peaceful place to take a walk, the Breakwater District is a must-see destination in Victoria, BC. The Breakwater District is a picturesque area located in Victoria, BC, and is known for its stunning ocean views, mountains, and the iconic breakwater. Thanks for joining me on one of my favorite walks in all of Victoria, Dallas Road. The views along this walk are second to none. I say it's one of my favorite walks, but I have to confess, all of the walks I've shown are my favorite. If I'm out walking, it's my favorite walk. Dallas Road has so much character and activity happening all year round. It's a great place to get some exercise, walk your dog, have a picnic, or simply listen to the waves lap along the shoreline. Activities you can observe are paragliders, kiteboarders, kayakers, paddleboarders, and people just enjoying the beauty of this amazing shoreline. This walk starts at the Breakwater District and is approximately 6 kilometers to Hollywood Crescent and back to the breakwater. There are 4 public washrooms along the walk from the breakwater to Hollywood Crescent. On this walk along Dallas Road, I stick as close to the shoreline without actually going into the ocean. There are many spots along the walk where you can take the stairs down to the beach. I would suggest taking a few of them if you are able. Each beach has its own character and charm and looks vastly different at high tide and low tide. There are many benches on the upper path to sit, relax, and take in the beauty of the ocean in front of you. On a clear day, you can see the snow-capped Olympic Mountains in Washington State. About the halfway mark of the walk is the beach at Cook Street with its round staircase leading to the shoreline. There are many monuments and tributes along the way. Be sure to take a moment and reflect on the many people that have come before and shaped what this country was and has become. The most important monument to me is the Terry Fox statue. I often visit Terry's statue and reflect on what an incredible young man Terry Fox was and the lasting legacy he left behind. Clover Point is a scenic lookout park and is a favorite spot for tourists and locals. If it's not too windy, it is an amazing spot to sit and have a meal at one of the newly installed picnic benches. I have done this on many occasions and taken my dinner to watch the sunset at Clover Point. On a windy day, it is a favorite of locals to fly their beautiful colored kites. At the end of Dallas Road, have a look across the road and you will see another amazing story, Ross Bay Cemetery, the next segment of one of the best walks. Welcome to Ross Bay Cemetery. It is a really special place in Victoria, British Columbia, and is one of my personal favorite walks within the city. Located at 1516 Fairfield Road, it is a beautiful walk along the Dallas Seafront Walkway and is approximately a 2.5 kilometer walk from the cruise ship terminal and approximately a 3 kilometer walk from the city center of town. Ross Bay Cemetery has been around since 1873 and it's home to many of the city's pioneers and notable figures, including its namesake Isabella Ross. It is located on a gentle slope with a spectacular view of the ocean, which makes it not only a historic landmark, but also a beautiful spot to visit. When you walk through the cemetery, you can feel the stories and lives that are laid to rest here. You can find the graves of some big names like Sir James Douglas, the first governor of British Columbia, and Emily Carr, the famous Canadian artist and writer. The cemetery isn't just for famous people, it is also a resting place of everyday people who made a big impact on the city. The business owners, politicians, and philanthropists who helped shape Victoria into what it is today. Visiting the Ross Bay Cemetery is a bit like stepping back in time. You get a real sense of the history of Victoria and the people who were instrumental in creating the city's unique identity. Not only do you see a spectacular park-like setting, you will almost always see wildlife that live in this urban oasis. Take some time, sit down, relax, and reflect. The cemetery is also just a really peaceful and beautiful spot to take a stroll. It's a quiet oasis in the middle of a busy city, and it's the perfect place to reflect on life and how fleeting it can be. The cemetery is maintained by the City of Victoria and is a stunning example of a well-maintained city park. Ross Bay Cemetery is an important part of Victoria's cultural and historic heritage. It's a place that we should all cherish and protect for future generations. Let's honor the memories of the people who are buried here and keep their stories alive. One of the first videos I uploaded on my YouTube channel is a documentary-like video that focuses on some of the influential people buried here. Be sure to check out that story. I have put a link in the description. Welcome to Government House, located at 1401 Rockland Avenue. It is approximately a half-hour walk to get here from the Inner Harbour. There is also ample parking if you choose to drive here. To walk the grounds at Government House will take as long as you want. When I visit Government House, I typically plan on at least an hour or more to immerse myself in its beauty, fragrance, and calmness. The magnificent grounds and gardens at Government House are one of its main attractions and are known for their beauty, serenity, and variety of plant life. The gardens cover an area of about 36 acres and include a mix of formal and informal styles, as well as several distinct garden areas. The grounds of Government House are primarily maintained by a dedicated group of volunteers. The formal gardens, located near the main entrance to Government House, feature neatly trimmed hedges, colorful flower beds, and a central fountain. The magnificent totem pole is carved by Tony Hunt, which is a replica originally carved by Mungo Martin. The statue of Sir James Douglas was created by artist Armando Barbin. The Rose Garden, located to the east of the mansion, is a fragrant and romantic space filled with dozens of variety of roses in a range of colors and sizes. The garden is arranged around a central fountain and offers stunning views of the surrounding countryside. The Woodlands, located to the west of the mansion, are a more natural and informal space that includes walking trails and the majestic Gary Oak Meadow, along with a variety of trees, shrubs, and wildflowers. This area is popular with hikers, birdwatchers, and nature enthusiasts, and offers a peaceful escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Be sure to have a walk around the Woodlands Trail. It is an easy stroll along a chip trail that makes a full loop. The many different trees make it an oasis just outside the hustle and bustle of the city center, just a short distance away. The terraces provide an amazing view of the grounds, and there are many benches to sit, relax, and reflect. Overall, the gardens at Government House offer visitors a wide range of experiences and activities, from formal ceremonies and events to casual strolls and nature walks. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or simply looking for a peaceful and beautiful place to spend some time, Government House is definitely worth a visit. Bring a blanket and a picnic lunch and enjoy the serenity of the spectacular city oasis. Although this portion of the video is focused on easy walks from the center of the city of Victoria, Government House at certain times does offer guided tours of the mansion. As of recording this piece of video, I have never personally been inside the mansion. It is my goal to eventually do so, and I will report back. Thanks for sharing this journey with me at Government House. Welcome to Fisherman's Wharf, a vibrant and historic destination for seafood lovers, foodies, and tourists alike. Located on the picturesque Inner Harbour, this quaint neighborhood is a unique blend of old world charm and modern convenience. Fisherman's Wharf is a sub-city within the heartbeat of the city of Victoria, located approximately a 15-minute walk from the cruise ship port or a 15-minute walk from the heart of the Inner Harbour. Here you will find fresh seafood straight from the boats of the local fishermen, from prawns and crabs to the famous British Columbia salmon. The seafood here is as fresh as it gets. If you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of some of the friendly harbour seals who are known to frequent the area in search of a free meal, which we are not to give them. I have been whale watching on a couple of occasions and have gone with Eagle Wing tours. I am a bit of a go fast junkie, and my favorite boats are the ones that go really fast. The team that operate Eagle Wing Tours are passionate about our local southern resident killer whales, their growth in numbers and preservation. The Eagle Wing team strives to be respectful stewards of our magnificent Pacific Ocean. If kayaking is one of your chosen activities for the day, you can take a guided tour with Kelp Reef Adventures, a family-owned and operated business at Fisherman's Wharf. This will be a memorable kayak adventure that will teach you kayak basics and learn a bit about the history of Victoria Harbour and some of the wildlife you may encounter. Fisherman's Wharf isn't just about the seafood. It's also home to a unique community of colourful float homes which have become an iconic feature of the neighbourhood. At Fisherman's Wharf you can find the only float home bed and breakfast in town. I have personally booked and stayed in each of the rooms at Fisherman's Wharf B&B. It is a magical place to sit and have morning coffee on the deck as the Fisherman's Wharf community comes to life. If you're looking for a bite to eat, you'll find a variety of restaurants and food stands serving up everything from classic fish and chips at Barb's to the gourmet Mexican dishes at Puerto Vallarta Amigos. One of my favorite places in all of Victoria to have pizza is at Pirate Pizza Company, and to sit at the edge of the dock and watch the harbour ferries coming and going. Be sure to stop by the Jackson's Ice Cream for some of the most delicious ice cream Victoria has to offer. It is one of my favorite ice cream stops. If you're looking for a unique, one-of-a-kind handcrafted jewelry, art, pottery, or locally made soaps, or that special souvenir you just couldn't find anywhere else, be sure to check out Four Winds Nest Artisans Boutique. As the sun sets over the harbour, the lively atmosphere of Fisherman's Wharf transforms into a tranquil and peaceful setting, making it the perfect spot for a romantic evening stroll or a family picnic. Whether you're a local or a visitor, Fisherman's Wharf is a must-see destination that offers a unique and authentic experience of the city's maritime heritage. Please be mindful to the residents that call Fisherman's Wharf home and be respectful of their privacy. So, come on down and experience the charm of the beauty of Victoria's Fisherman's Wharf for yourself. You won't be disappointed.